Okay, I am the soul pool. You are the soul pool. We are the soul pool. It's a collective, and without you, this doesn't work. The moon is in Cancer. So trust me, this is going to make us all very emotional, good or bad. So watch your responses. You could be more empathic, so sucking up other people's energy. Remember which is your energy and which is theirs. Caring, moody, possessive, vulnerable, strongly maternal or paternal. The moon in Cancer has a deep need for security and will refuse to let go. So, watch out for your emotions. We're going to do today's read, and then I'm going to do another read, so stay tuned, because it's a different type of read. Astral DJs played me 3 songs this morning. I will load each one. I know which one's for this. It's something about on your knees. It seems to be that there's some 3 different types of emotional relationships going on. Lost loves, abusive relationships, and cheating. Now, I know it sounds a bit grim, but to be fair, if it was perfect, you wouldn't be watching tarot. So, but that's as well as, and instead of, maybe the read. The read is totally separate to what Astral DJ gives me. So we're looking for today's card, which is the Wheel of Fortune. We want it to be in the upright. We want it to be positive. Having said that, when you reach the bottom of the wheel, the bottom of the barrel, there is no way to go but up. So if you're in that dark place, I feel you have been there many, many times. It will change. All it takes is time. So, here we go. Let's see. Sneeze, made me sneeze. That means a journey to go. Somebody's travelling. Yeah, I've got itchy feet now. Definitely travelling. But it's the last deck. So this is going to take some time, this change. And it won't be in your timing or how you want it. It'll be how it's meant to be. Because spirits see your life from start to finish. And they know what needs to happen for you to get where you need to be. And it's not always pretty, I'm afraid. They give the worst to those that can take it the most, the strongest. It might not feel like a compliment, but it is. Somebody is banging their head against a brick wall and ready to give up. Battle weary. Made the wrong choices. Definitely made the wrong choices. And choices shape your destiny. So someone took the wrong path somewhere. There could be a split. It's a Gemini energy, and it rules the hands, arms, shoulders, and siblings and communications. Those born on the 6th or the 24th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. It doesn't always mean that that person or that number is negative. It means that somebody's obviously in a place where they are struggling. But they're overcoming this. These are enemies that are overcome. And that enemy may be yourself. So that change that's coming is for your greater good. There is an injustice here. The trouble, this is a Libra card, and it rules the loins and the marital home. So there's issues there. Could be medical issues, could be emotional issues. But something's not quite right there. The trouble with Libra is they see both sides. And it can make them sit on the fence because they can't decide what's right or wrong, and they may change their mind at the drop of a hat. It's an imbalance. Those born on the 11th, living or past date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. So tomorrow may not be any better. Someone's trying to block your path. You are in the dark about so many things. Children, travel, etc. Those born on the 19th, living or past date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. There needs to be an equal give and take. A reciprocity, and it doesn't seem to be here for at least 6 years. He's looking at what he has, what exists in his life. Doesn't look very happy, does he? So this change isn't going to be something that we look forward to, but it is for our better good. So, Astro DJ song, I don't know if it was the Everly Brothers or the Righteous Brothers. I am digging. I will find it. It's Lost That Loving Feeling, I think. But I will. I've got the melody and I've got the words. I think that's the one it is. Yeah, there it is, sitting on the fence. So trying to juggle, trying to do everything by yourself without asking for help, trying to keep all your balls up in the air. It's not working, is it? 2 years is mentioned. Lovers left the building. I've told you there's a split. Either you don't love yourself enough, or you don't love someone else anymore, or they don't love you. You don't want to accept it, or someone don't want to accept it. 4 months this has been going on at least. There is lies, deceit and theft found out. It could be just that you are keeping something from someone, or they're keeping it from you. But it will be found out, and it will bring about a change. 7 weeks is mentioned. And then you can move on. There'll be no more baggage of the past. You see your way forward from stormy waters to calmer ones. Because you realise there is no reciprocity. Those born 1993 plus or minus 12 February to February may be involved. And there we have today's card. What did I say about hitting rock bottom? That's what you have to do. Some people will never see. Some people will see when they're shown. And some people have always known. But somebody has to hit rock bottom before they realise this can't go on. It could be a marriage or a friendship that's over. Nobody believes in it anymore. It's about unable to speak your truth. If you're walking around on eggshells and not being able to say what you think, there's something wrong. And material matters. The name Peter is important. Peter's keys, 2 keys, possibly to property or your heart. It's about rebelling against everything you've ever been taught to be true and believing in yourself. It's possibly religion getting in the way. Study. I was born on the 5th or the 23rd, living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. Yeah, there is the enemy overcome again. Could be a Taurus energy, but it's usually a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cusper. And somebody in denial. That Tower moment will take place. But somebody's trying to avoid it because they're holding on, not wanting to give up, refusing to accept. Those born on the 16th, living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. As is those born on the 2nd and the 29th. Somebody's in a very dark place here. The truth is being kept from someone. And it's unhealthy. It can be about health, work, career, finances, or your emotional life. It's somebody keeping something to themselves and it's going to be found out. Again, there's no reciprocity here. There's no equal give and take, be it financially, emotionally, spiritually or mentally. There's an imbalance. This lady loves unconditionally. It's a water sign, Cusper, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's anybody really who's an empath, who sees in her bowl, the tea leaf reader if you like, the scryer. She sees glimpses of the future and she knows what is. She's not in denial about anything. She just loves unconditionally. But it also means that you have to love yourself unconditionally. So don't beat yourself up for the mistakes you feel you've made. Because your cup isn't half empty, it's half full. And even if you haven't achieved what you set out to do yet, you're still sowing those seeds for the future and it will pay off. There is the fire sign female, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cusper. She's very financially orientated. The letters M, V, N, H, B, Pisces, Z, P, I and T, and N. And the number 7, 8 could be important. But she demands her worth. And then we have the partner to this female. What matters here is unconditional love. If you are putting strings on your love, making people jump through hoops or making them walk on eggshells, that's not unconditional love. Love enough to let go. What's meant to be yours will always be yours. These two people are very sure about who and what they love. And they need to love themselves also. Excuse me. Yeah, there is the Wheel of Fortune again in reverse. So we're going to hit rock bottom, I'm afraid. And it could be about a marriage, a friendship, your faith, your religion, your study, whatever it is, a teacher even. Someone's lost all hope in a situation. And depression may follow, perhaps even suicide. So watch your friends. There's a difficult situation here where someone is in a very dark place. There's no communication, somebody may be blocked, bad news arriving. No love lost in this situation. So the song goes well. A possible house move, an important building like a school, university, hospital, courthouse, or a house move when it's positive. You will have a friend or confidant that you can turn to. Through all this, Spirit, you might think, are having a laugh because they are saying to you, you are blessed. Always be grateful for what you've got because they can always take more from you. Too many. Peace within your mind has to be found. And then you can make the choices and decisions you need to. Because a new way of living, a new life is calling you. You're waking up today to the beginning of the rest of your life. Something just isn't for you. And you, deep down, you already know that. You don't need Spirit to tell you. So tick-tock, time is running out. You may miss an opportunity. You wanted to come out before. You will survive this. It's the Glory Gainer card. Mother energy. Land of milk and honey at the end of the rainbow. And like I said, Spirit said deep down you know what no longer serves you. And again, it keeps coming out. Open those windows and doors wide and speak your truth. Free yourself. The truth will set you free. Oh, here we go. I knew it was going to be a big day. So the South Node, life's debts. The number 42 is the Ten of Swords. A passing, a death, an ending, but hopefully an ending to all this misery. Karma, when properly understood, is just the mechanics through which consciousness manifests. This is a karmic point in your chart where certain matters must be discharged or cast off in order to develop and move on towards greater things. It's also called the Dragon's Tail, so those born 1988 plus or minus 12, February to February may be involved. And fire signs. This is where past karma lies in the astrological chart. So you're reaping what you sowed. The South Node is the place where we are challenged to grow. And it occurs through some kind of pain. At the same time, the South Node is realistic and is the area of the horoscope that shows how we can know and understand who we truly are. While the North Node will open doorways, the South Node represents karmic debts, which can make life circumstances hard. But neither of these are good or bad luck. In fact, when it comes to nodes, what will be given is what you've earned. The South Node is also the key to what's been left unfinished or unresolved in your life. What lies therein is what we bring from not only our childhood, but our past lives. So when it turns up, it is a turning point. It's a time of massive endings and new beginnings. Understand that there is something about to close that has been held in place for far too long. Familiar ways will end, ushering you forward into new ways through different developments. Whether you think it or not, you are ready to step out of the rut and align yourself with the higher vision. So you may be evaluating certain aspects of your life to realise there's no longer any connection there, and then it's time to move on. So it goes really well with the song. Lost that loving feeling. And that it's time to move on. Be assured you will have stronger foundations for your next venture because you'll know what you don't want. Doors are going to slam, but in recognising what needs to end, it helps you to move on towards further maturity. This is a major turning point. And to maximise the advantages of these changes, difficult though they may seem now, you will want to leave your comfort zone and make as many new contacts as you possibly can. Even though the South Node is not congenial, they are still in balance, having things in common. So when you face resistance at a particular time, that's your South Node saying, this isn't for you. Over here is a better way. Blocks and obstacles, which we've got there on the 19, especially in this case, are letting you know that you're not on the right or golden path. The South Node is all about being prepared for what comes next and means being experienced. There's no winging it at this time, or your plans may truly sink. Sometimes it will take several tries to get what you want, and you could receive unexpected rejections, ones you weren't looking for. You could even be asked to do extra tasks while working even longer hours. The good news is, even though things are a bit tough at this current moment, it is still an advantageous time. You are about to hook up with people in your soul tribe. You are setting down a foundation for a marvellous new future. There will be restrictions, there will be challenges. You have inborn gifts. There'll be dramatic situations, sweeping changes, doors closing while others open, breaking free from fetters, psychic breaks that bring on a full potential, endings, usually without long-term trauma, letting go. It's a wake-up call, a wake-up to your new life. Repetition is your enemy. Skills performed without much thought or effort. Deeply held beliefs, the law, karma, karmic relationships, cause and effect, fate, previous states of existence, what you have failed to live up to so far, memories of previous lives, lessons not learned or processed, old patterns repeated, the shadow side, what is beneath the surface, addictions, becoming trapped in a situation, feeling chained, unresolved conflicts, insecurity, depression, which I really want you to look out for, doubts, instinct, but you are growing. Thoughts and deeds, the soul's journey through space and time. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Endings, the closing of a door. Beginnings, a shocking loss, but a fresh start. Like the new day is dawning. Thanks for listening.